Throughout my career, welcome if you're new. I've been interested in investing. This is Jake's Wealth. When you learn how to invest, it's not about what you make, but it's about putting a line and a bottom dollar amount on the bottom line to mitigate the risk. Set parameters. Say, I have $100. The maximum I can lose now is $100 because I've set my parameters correctly. And be grateful for when pennies flow. Say you buy a $24 stock and it goes to $24.01, $24.50. How can you mitigate risk so you do not lose the initial investment is where your mindset must be thinking. For example, moving your stop loss up. If it was at, let's say, $12 out of the 24 and now you're at $24.50, maybe you want to move your stop loss up to $17.50. That would be a great advice because now you're not risking the initial $12 that you had to risk or $12 million. It's the same concept, the same idea. It's easier said than done though. It requires an extreme amount of patience combined with discipline and smarts. You just generally have to know what you're doing. For a long time, I did not know what I was doing, and I lost big. I lost cars out throughout high school. I could have bought so many cars with the money. It's not about the money. It's about knowing that I was not setting my risk parameters to make a proper investment. And that's a smart mindset to know, like, you've learned from your losses, whether you lost a pack of gum or a car throughout middle school, high school, college, even elementary school. I believe kids are being introduced into financial investing. It's not advice, but I'm steering you in the right direction, which I can do by telling you what I have done. If you viewed this video, I've had many subscribers reach out to me and say, I wish I knew this information when I was your age. Let's say you wait and you never learn the information. They're tough lessons to learn. Let me tell you that. How does it feel? Well, you don't want to have your emotions tied into the business. You want to keep that separate. And know that you're using logical decisions to base the best priority outcomes. Say, I'm grateful now if I can make $2.50 from an investment. Especially if that investment was $25 or $1,000. Because a $2.50 investment will mitigate itself for upside potential when the downside is correctly set, like I talked about. So be sure to keep an open eye and an ear and look. Just bit my tongue here. If you're new, be sure to watch my other videos. My name is Jake's Wealth. Comment down below if you've made it this far, something that you've learned or thought about that you could apply to your life. I'll wrap up this video by saying watch my other videos. Be grateful for what you have, because gratefulness breeds positivity. When you have a positive outlook, you can think clearly. When there's a cloud of judgment, you're not going to have 100% the graphical knowledge to know that this is the best decision to make in the moment. This applies to anything in life. You just want to be a positive person, grateful and have discipline, but it's a patient game. If you like watching the clouds pass, you will be a good investor. If you can sit there and do nothing in a room for 1 hour by yourself, don't listen to anything. It's okay if you play light music, but I recommend no lyrics, because when you have lyrics, you start to be in a place of judgment. That's not yourself. That's an influence from the outside world. So you don't have to do, you can do whatever you want, but I recommend being with yourself and not having your outside world influence the way you think. That outside world is visual. Outside world is very verbal. It's a little bit more verbal. What you hear is more important than what you see. So keep in mind, keep your eyes in the right direction, but play around with it. See what works best for you. For some people, it generally works best to keep to themselves because you might have a lot going on. So at that moment in time, it's best to be yourself, to focus on the outcome and how it affects your life. Just going about your day, staying more true to yourself. Say you live in New York City, for example. Visually and auditory, it's going to happen. You're going to have a lot versus some country house or mountain house where it's going to be quiet and peacefulness. On average, you find that the people that live in the mountains in the country, they're more at one with themselves. They don't have that angel on their left, angel on their right, speaking back and forth. It's almost like you have a conversation. Experience it for yourself. Go out for a walk. See if you can completely quiet your left angel and just think with your right. Become one with yourself and be grateful for the opportunity that has been given to you. There are people who would cherish and take full advantage by learning as much as they can, whatever position you're in. If you have 5 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day allocated for yourself, where you can sit down with yourself and say, okay, I'm going to learn one thing about what I enjoy doing in my time, financial markets. I love it. I see myself I know I'm going to be a force of nature because of how I was raised. We began buying things. I bought things with my friends on different websites, and we would buy them for $10, fix them up, and put them back up for $12.50 or even $20 sometimes. Just stop by your local Goodwill. If you don't have experience buying and selling, go pick up an item. Make an eBay account. It's super easy. You could find $5 items all day at Goodwill if you look. Set the auction price for 36 cents. Make a nice title, nice pictures. That auction could go up to 20 plus. It has unlimited upside. The downside is that you're going to lose the $5 item if you take the loss. Play with the free shipping. See if you have free shipping available. That will you get more watchers and bidders? I've noticed that has been the big thing when looking at the eBay platform. There's other platforms, but I just stick to the basics. And it's super easy and simple. The website has come a long way. The company has come a long way as a company. I see a lot of room for growth. Sure, there's downside in everything, but you're going to mitigate that. And you're going to learn the lesson by buying the $5 item, taking it to the store, taking it to the website, seeing what people will give you. If they give you $5.50, cherish that 50 cents. Go out, do it again, do it again. Do it again. Now you got $2 off of those 50-cent profits. But let me tell you, I guarantee you're going to 1 out of 4 $5 investments will bring a $20 return. In eBay, in the investment world, it's not financial market world. It's not my way of I'm appreciative if I can make $2.50 with $100 risk initially. Then the parameters must be set. Your stop losses must be moved up, and you must size accordingly. First thing to look at the chart and say, what's the maximum the price has ever been on this company per share? Okay, so now you got the least mitigated risk, and it's trending. Where is it trending? Up or down? Okay, so now we're in the direction of the trend with the maximum risk. How much capital can you put up towards that? And where are you going to set your stop loss? Where are you going to move your stop loss, say in 1 day or 1 hour or 1 minute, so you can mitigate the risk of the initial $100 downside? You might have to risk more, you might have to risk less, but it's about playing the market with $1 at a time, not jumping in like I did and saying I don't know, $1,000. No, start with $10. You could learn so much more than you would ever imagine by just having a $10 account or a $100 account. If you have a $100 account and you make 5 $20 investments that each bring $1, and you haven't lost on those first 5 investments, you could be a force of nature if you stick with it. Discipline, consistency. Like myself, I'm here to teach you, grow, and learn. So watch my other videos. Thank you. Jake's Wealth.